The following changes have occurred over the past 24 hours. Fighting continues on the Velikolubsky sector of the front. In the Kolodezny area, a process is underway to approach this point. The infantry is supported by aviation. The pilots destroyed the positions of the Ukrainian 3rd Tank Brigade. Activity continues to the south to dislodge Ukrainian forces from Kutkovka. As before, the infantry is assisted by the calculation of the M100 self-propelled howitzer. In the northern half of the village, after targeted shots, the enemy's temporary deployment point was destroyed. Also, 3 vehicles were destroyed in this sector of the front. Activity remains in the Kupyansk area. In the northern part of the city, the enemy showed an attempt to clean up a professional lyceum. The Ukrainian assault group first ran into the outer part of the facility. He used engineering ammunition. By that time, the inner wall, unlike the outer one, remained intact. The line of collision shifts slightly. On the left bank of the Oskol River, active work continues on the logistical Kupyansk-Zlove, so that it would be more difficult for the Ukrainian side to transfer reinforcements to the front line. In this event, an M113 was destroyed by military remote control under a railway bridge. Next to this armored personnel carrier is a previously eliminated transport of the armed forces of Ukraine. The Russian military regularly destroys Ukrainian forces under similar road structures. Previous reports showed a traffic jam just to the east, at the junction of 3 points. In addition to equipment, operators are constantly identifying and hitting enemy unmanned points. A UAV control point was discovered southeast of Novosinovo. The military, having received the data, destroyed it. On the approaches to Novosinovo, the armed forces of Ukraine erected a support, part of which is visible in the camera of the drone. The Russian infantry clears such fortifications where, in addition to small arms, they use engineering ammunition. Russian troops continue to put pressure on the Dobropolsky area. Fighting is underway in the new Donbass and Belisky. Russian drones are constantly flying over enemy routes even before approaching zero. In the southwestern part of the Krasnoyarsk territory, the Ukrainian armed forces were moving east by pickup truck. The operators in the Pivedron caught up and amazed him. Despite the electronic jamming system, the car was destroyed. To the south, the fighters are also developing an offensive to reach the Vodyanskaya mine. The control zone is expanding with the crossing of the Rodinskaya-Dobropillia highway. There is a process underway in the Grishin area for further advancement. UAV calculations are also supported in this infantry sector. A temporary deployment point of the armed forces of Ukraine was discovered in the northern part of the village. The operator partially destroyed it with a drone strike. The Ukrainian side, realizing the importance of Grishin, constantly allocates reserves to prevent a complete loss of control over him. In addition to fighting in the village, the soldiers systematically cover it. From the south side, an advance is added with the acquisition of 4 transverse forest belts. High intensity of military operations remains in the area of responsibility of the Vostok Group. The enemy does not abandon attempts to infiltrate the territory that is under the control of the Russian side. UAV calculations destroy the Ukrainian armed forces. The defeat between Sosnovka and Novopetrovsky is shown. The Ukrainian command is using this method to force the Russian military to be distracted by large-scale events so that there is less pressure in the direction of Zaporizhia. The line of contact remains unchanged. From the northwest of Alexandrovka, the Ukrainian armed forces conducted 2 attacking attempts in armored vehicles. The operators destroyed them along with the crew. In addition, soldiers from the Far East continue to carry out activities to identify sabotage groups. This time, the search for the enemy took place in Otradnoye. To the south, the Russian infantry continues to press to approach the Rezdvyanka, Upper Tersa area. Over a day, more than a company of manpower was destroyed in the North Group's area of responsibility. The fighting continues.